This is a BMW M5. This is the F10 model, which means it's the first turbocharged M5, which means it generates a lot more power, with the 4.4 litre V8 producing about 565 horsepower, mated to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and thus the torque on tap is delivered at 1500 RPM, 502 foot-pounds in fact, which means it has a lot of pulling power. Of course, good for a German executive who commutes on the Autobahn who is running late for work. However, for thrill seekers out there will have heard of Evolved, a tuning company which specialises in tuning German manufacturer cars, so this one is quite a bit different. Now having a fully revamped engine, also different suspension, slightly lighter weight and also better tyres, means it produces 800 horsepower now and 673 pound-feet of torque, an increase of 170 pound-foot over the standard car, though it's far from standard, with its revamped gearbox allowing it to accelerate much quicker and reach a higher top speed, as I'll demonstrate now. Just for reference, a stock BMW M5 with the M Drivers package allows it to go 190 miles an hour, considerably more than the restriction from the gentleman's agreement, 155, and I reckon we can go 50% faster than that restriction speed here. Time for a quarter-mile drag race, and I was inspired by Carwell to make this video as they revealed an Evolved BMW M5 versus a Ferrari 488 Pista, so I'm looking to see a very good drag time. So we've identified that this M5 is particularly fast in a straight line. Will it bode well in the corners? Let's find out on this track test. The F10 BMW M5, and it's already at 60 miles an hour, sustaining about a speed of nearly 90 miles an hour for the first corner. And I notice also the power delivery is pretty linear despite the twin turbochargers. Barely any lag. You can see the linear power there. There's still a lot of body weight to heft around, at just a shy under 1900 kilos in fact. This is still quite a porky BMW, but albeit with 800 horsepower on tap, it has a better power to weight ratio than the Bugatti Veyron, I should suspect. Well, a base Veyron, I should say. Or close. But you can see through that chicane it was doing very well. And also sustained speeds are fantastic. So already breaking that 155 mile an hour mark. 57.7 seconds, not too shabby. And we go on to the actual lap. So our practice was pretty good, but now it's the real deal. So I'm giving it a lot more beams here, really planting my foot on that accelerator, making sure I sustain as much speed as the corners as I dare. Cutting the corner a little bit shy, but that's what we do, trying to get the best lap times. And you can see how it spun up in second gear right at the top of the red range. But that's when you really stomp on the gas. See on the back straight, so we're nearly doing 150 before braking, going down in the second, because remember the gearing in this is still quite long despite it being a bit shorter than standard. And on to the last proper corner at about 45 seconds indicated. And now just sailing past 160 miles an hour and across the finish line, and we've got 56.1 seconds. So what does that show us? It has now beaten our Lamborghini Diablo SE30 Yota by a millisecond, literally. So it shows how common super saloons are faster than supercars nowadays. And there it is, so Lamborghini Yota in 11th place. Thank you very much for watching. I'm very impressed by this car. Please like, share and subscribe, and link in the description for Carwell's video and Evolve. Thank you.